This graph shows the number, in millions, of the people who speak Spanish in various countries in America and Europe. Mexico has over double the number of Spanish speakers of any other country, including Spain. Colombia and Argentina each have over 30 million Spanish speakers. The United States has more Spanish speakers, over 20 million, than Venezuela, Peru, and Chile.
The image shows a new skyscraper and a relatively older building in the foreground. Some of the older surrounding buildings are reflected in the facade of the skyscraper. The skyscraper is probably 50 stories high, while the older building would be around 10 stories. The skyscraper is made of glass. The older building is much more ornate and is probably made of brick, wood, and tiles. There is quite a juxtaposition between the two styles of buildings.
The graph shows the output of processor chips over a week, with figures provided for each day. The greatest number of chips was produced on Friday, with about 16,000 chips produced. A similar number was produced on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, with just under 14,000 chips each day. About 10,000 chips were produced on Monday, while 7,000 were produced on Saturday. There were no chips produced on Sunday.
The image shows a school timetable for Monday in Semester 1. Lectures start at 9 a.m. and conclude at 4 p.m. The first lecture is Introductory Statistics at 9 a.m. The next lecture is at 10 a.m., Psychology 1. Lunch is at 12 noon. There is an English literature tutorial which lasts from 1 to 3 p.m. The last lecture is Economics 1, which starts at 3 p.m. and concludes at 4 p.m.
This diagram shows how a selection of 100 second-year university students traveled to university. 60 students said that they traveled by train. 30 stated that they traveled by car, while 10 students stated that they traveled by both car and train. One could conclude that most respondents traveled to university by train, a minority traveled only by car, while a small number of the respondents, 10%, traveled by both train and car.
This organizational chart shows members of a management team. The director is Jim Tognall. He has 3 people who report to him. These include marketing manager Michelle Davis, business development manager Adrian Moranis, and customer relations manager Marjorie Smith. The director's assistant is Chris Gale.
This is a simplified map of part of a university campus. It shows the locations of the Thomas Mann Library, the science labs, the undergraduate lecture theaters, and the sports field. The largest building is the lecture theaters. The Thomas Mann Library is a long, narrow building. The science labs are near both the library and the lecture theaters. The sports field is near the library and the lecture theaters.